Let's talk about something fascinating about charisma. It's actually quite simple to develop. Society has created the perfect environment for everyone to become charismatic from an early age. Think about it. For the first 15 to 20 years of your life, you're placed in what's essentially a social laboratory with hundreds of other energetic, talkative kids your age. School should be the ideal incubator for developing social skills, humor, and personality traits, the very elements that make someone charismatic later in life. The surprising reality of charismatic development. Here's what most people don't realize. Charismatic individuals aren't born that way. You and everyone else are meant to develop these skills through social interaction, preferably starting young, through countless real-world social experiences. That's why the children who often grow up to be the most charismatic are frequently the rule breakers, the talkers, the class clowns. Not because being disruptive has anything to do with charisma, but because these individuals don't overthink before expressing themselves. They're willing to face consequences if it means practicing authenticity and speaking their minds. Take Will Smith, for example. Long before he became a Hollywood star, he was known as the class clown in his Philadelphia school. In interviews, he's often shared how his natural inclination to make people laugh and his willingness to push boundaries helped shape his magnetic personality. Similarly, Robin Williams, renowned for his extraordinary charisma, was notorious for being the classroom entertainer. His teachers often noted how he couldn't resist making jokes or doing impressions, even when it got him in trouble. Even Jim Carrey has spoken about how his class clown reputation in school, while sometimes landing him in detention, ultimately helped him develop the confident, expressive personality that would later define his career. These stars didn't necessarily set out to break rules. They were simply practicing the authentic self-expression that would later become their trademark charisma, the art of natural charm. You can definitely develop charisma while being well-behaved and polite. These people are easy to spot in real life because after just one or two interactions, you not only like them, but you can feel their social wizardry at work. Yet you can't even be upset about it because they do it so naturally. For example, they might approach you saying, "Hey, your name? Could you help me carry this pressure washer to my car? It's expensive, and I don't want to drop it." What's fascinating is the layers of social intelligence in this simple request. They used your name to make you feel important, smiled to show appreciation, specifically asked for your help rather than anyone else's, emphasized "help me" to create connection, mentioned it's expensive to show trust, and likely chose you specifically because they sensed you'd feel good about being asked for your strength. Richard Branson is a master of this approach. Despite being a billionaire, he's known for personally greeting employees by name and asking for their input on Virgin services. He creates genuine connections by making people feel valued and needed, regardless of their position. Similarly, Warren Buffett, despite his wealth, is famous for his down-to-earth approach. He still lives in his modest home in Omaha and is known for treating everyone, from CEOs to college students, with the same level of respect and attention. He often asks questions that make people feel their opinions matter, like when he spends hours taking questions from university students, making each one feel like their perspective is valuable to him. This ability to make others feel important while maintaining authenticity is a hallmark of true charisma. The core of charisma, making others feel good. Behind each of these social moves lies a positive intention, making the other person feel good. That's essentially what charisma is. People rarely remember exactly what you said or did. They remember how you made them feel. Instead of approaching interactions thinking, "What can I get from this person?" or "How do I make them like me?" Focus on, "How can I make this person feel good?" and "How can I avoid making them feel bad?" Oprah Winfrey exemplifies this principle perfectly. Throughout her decades-long career, she's mastered the art of making others feel seen and heard. Watch any of her interviews. She doesn't just ask questions, she creates moments where people feel truly understood. When Tom Cruise jumped on her couch, or when Michael Jackson gave his first interview in 14 years, she knew exactly how to make her guests feel comfortable enough to be themselves. Even more telling is how she treats her audience members. Whether they're receiving a car or sharing a painful personal story, Oprah's genuine emotional investment in their experience is palpable. She's not just hosting a show, she's creating an environment where people feel valued and understood, the authenticity factor. Don't misinterpret this as a call to shower people with fake compliments or become an obvious people pleaser. Across every source on charisma, being inauthentic or saying things you clearly don't mean will diminish your charisma. People can easily detect when you're just trying to win their favor. Instead, focus on giving genuine compliments. The truth is, if you pay attention to people long enough, you'll naturally notice things you genuinely admire about them. The only difference between charismatic people and others is that they voice these observations instead of keeping them to themselves. Take Mark Cuban, for example. Despite his billions, he's known for his straightforward, no-nonsense approach on Shark Tank. When he compliments an entrepreneur, it's specific and genuine. He'll point out exactly what impresses him about their business model or their drive. Similarly, George Clooney is famous for his authentic interactions with both fans and colleagues. Rather than generic praise, he's known for noticing and commenting on specific details about people's work or character. During the 2005 tsunami relief efforts, he didn't just write checks. He personally acknowledged and praised the efforts of aid workers and volunteers, making specific observations about their dedication and impact. This kind of genuine recognition, coming from careful observation rather than obligation, is what makes their charisma so effective. The power of banter. Banter, defined as playful and friendly exchange of teasing remarks, is crucial for building deeper connections. If you're close with someone, occasional banter shows them you're comfortable enough to be yourself around them. When friends never banter and maintain constant politeness, it can create an emotional distance, that missing piece of authentic connection. This explains why making friends as an adult can be challenging. Everyone stands around the coffee machine making safe small talk, carefully avoiding anything that could be taken wrong. Real charisma requires breaking through this barrier, but thoughtfully and appropriately. Robert Downey Jr. is the perfect example of mastering the art of banter. His interviews with fellow Marvel cast members show how playful teasing can strengthen relationships. Watch any press tour with Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth. Their back-and-forth jokes and friendly ribbing reveal a genuine comfort level that makes their interactions captivating. Similarly, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman's famous feud on social media demonstrates how well-executed banter can create entertaining and engaging connections that audiences love. Their playful jabs at each other, while maintaining obvious mutual respect, show how banter can strengthen relationships while entertaining others. Going above and beyond. Here's a lesser-discussed aspect of charisma: going beyond basic pleasantries. While compliments are nice, anyone can give them. To truly stand out, show genuine interest in people's passions and listen attentively. People generally love talking about two things: themselves and their interests. Simply listening without getting distracted and asking thoughtful questions can make a huge difference. For an even stronger impact, bring up accomplishments you know they're proud of, perhaps a hidden talent or achievement they rarely get to showcase. People appreciate when you remember and mention these things, especially in group settings. Elon Musk, despite his controversial nature, demonstrates this principle when interacting with his engineering teams. He's known for diving deep into technical discussions, showing genuine interest in his employees' innovations, and remembering specific details about their projects months later. Similarly, Morgan Freeman's approach to interviews shows this skill in action. Instead of sticking to standard promotional questions, he often surprises interviewers by asking about their background and showing genuine interest in their career journey. When he's on set, he's known for remembering details about crew members' lives and asking follow-up questions about their families or hobbies from previous conversations. This demonstrates how paying attention and showing genuine interest in others' lives and achievements can create meaningful connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. Actions speak louder than words. Perhaps the most powerful way to make someone feel good, and one that most people overlook, is to speak through actions rather than words. Give thoughtful gifts, ask for their help with specific tasks, perform kind gestures, or include them in enjoyable activities. The goal is to make them think, "Wow, they would really do that for me." When you can consistently evoke that feeling in others, that's true charisma at work. Take Taylor Swift, for instance. She's famous for her Swiftmas, surprising fans with personalized Christmas gifts based on details she's learned about them from social media. Or consider Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who regularly goes out of his way to create special moments for his fans. He once stopped his car to meet a fan who drove alongside him for 45 minutes, and he frequently visits children's hospitals unannounced. Even Bill Gates demonstrates this through his Secret Santa participation on Reddit, where he sends thoughtfully curated gifts to random participants, showing he actually took time to learn about their interests. These celebrities understand that actions create stronger emotional connections than words alone ever could, and that's what makes their charisma so memorable and authentic. Remember, developing charisma isn't about manipulating others or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about genuine connection, authentic expression, and making others feel valued through both words and actions. By understanding and practicing these principles, you can develop the kind of charisma that naturally draws people to you. If you've enjoyed diving into the psychology of charisma with us, don't forget to subscribe to IncrediPath. We're dedicated to bringing you practical insights that can transform your personal and professional life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's been your most memorable interaction with a charismatic person, and what specific actions made them stand out to you? Share your experiences in the comments below. Stay incredible, and we'll see you in the next episode.